guys, in this video I'll be showing you guys 3 of my top underrated tags in HTML. So let's get started. The first tag I want to show you guys is what we call the Fieldset Tag. This tag allows you to essentially create a block or a surrounding for any tag inside of it. As you can see here, I've used a Fieldset tag and added a hello H1 text inside of it. For example, we would use this in a case like Magneto chat. This is a chat box that I've made that allows you to communicate to other users on the chat box. It's pretty straightforward. In this web page, right, we can see that there are 2 of these blocks or surrounding. I did not use this Fieldset tag for these, and it did take me a long time to create these through CSS. So when I look back, I wish I knew this tag before, but now you do. So we can see here that we have this surrounding, and we could just do this with the Fieldset tag. So let's go back here and talk about the Fieldset tag. How we use this is we just create a tag called Fieldset, and inside this we put our text. So for example, let's say I have this Fieldset and I want to write my chat box, right? Just the framework of this, or not, yeah. And we're like chat messages. Yep. When we run this, you can see it opens this up. So that's how this works, and we can put our tags inside here if we want. And yeah, it basically just works like a regular block where we can put our code like this. So yeah, that's for this tag. We can also style it, right? Just with some simple CSS if we wanted to. Right, like we can make it red. And simple things like this. All right. And this is going to make the actual text inside of this red. We can make the background color thing. So this is just for the text inside. But anyways, the next part we'll be talking about how to actually use these tags. Things like that, right? So I don't want to go too deep into this because we will cover all of these in the next video. Underrated tags explained. But anyways, that's the Fieldset tag for you. The next tag I want to talk about is what we call a data list tag. Now, if we go to Magneto, right? Just Magneto e-commerce. And right here we have this field, right? And you can see it's giving me suggestions, or not even Magneto, right? Let's go to a website's Magneto. So this is just like a small app that I made, and search. Sorry. So this is just like small thing I just made just for fun, and basically, eventually, I haven't finished coding it yet, but eventually what it's going to do is it's basically going to allow anyone to put their website on here, and you can like search it, right? This is just like, I coded this a few months ago, but I forgot to take it down. So I just want to show you guys this as an example, right? Obviously, you guys are not going to have this page, but anyways, just for example, right? So you can see how it kind of like eliminates it as we go, and it kind of like filters it out. So that's what this data list tag does. All right, so let's actually start creating our data list. Okay, so the first thing you do is we essentially just need to create an input, right? So it's really simple. And on this input, what we want to do is we want to assign it a list. Alright, so we're just going to call this a list equal to people for now. Alright, and Now we need to create our data list. So just create the data list tag, and inside you need to add in some options for the value. So essentially what this is going to do is sorry, one second. All right. So essentially, what this is going to do is it's going to allow you kind of like a drop down, just like we talked about earlier, and it filters it out, right? So in the search magnitude search example, okay. So the reason why it's not working is because I need to ID this to people. So now when we reload our page, you can see that we have our data list and it shows all the values, right? And this is something that would take a lot of CSS to do, which I think I mentioned earlier, right? It did take me a lot of JavaScript, CSS, and HTML to create magnitude search. This allows you to do this in 4 lines of code. So let's just add a few more values so it looks neater, and we're off to go with our data lists. So we're gonna call this Bob, because that's a famous name. Jeff, Robert, and what about we'll say Rohan, right? So when we run this, you can see we have our values and how it filters out. So I can filter it out like that. I think you guys get the point, right? So that's pretty cool. So I hope you guys understood what data lists are. All right. So the final and last thing that we're going to be talking about is what we call the color, or like a color picker, right? Technically, this is not a tag in itself. I just started. This technically is not a tag by itself. Sorry about that. But it is something that is underrated and it's very useful. It is a type. So let's talk about that, right? So what I actually want to do is I want to create a field set here. So we use all the tags that we learned, and basically create like one big thing out of it. Okay, so we have this. So right now we can just pick a name, and we'll just I'm just gonna add a label to this. So it's like name. Okay. Okay, so we have this name, and then we have, or actually, instead of name, I'm just gonna say color because you can have a lot of different names. So red, and I'll just change this to all the colors in the rainbow. So yep. So last one is purple. And here we're going to create our color. So this is just going to allow you to pick a color. And we're, yeah, this is, oh wait, that was color. So this can't be color. I guess maybe we should put the color like with the color picker. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay, so now we can use the color picker. So basically we create an input, and this input should have a type of color. That's about it. So it's fairly simple, but it is very cool. So when we set our type to color and reload this page, you can see we have our very own personal color picker. So you might have seen these before, but they allow you to do a lot of things. And maybe this might have looked like it took a long time to do, but the reality is they just put the type as color. So You might have already known this trick. I didn't. So, I didn't before I made this video. So yeah, you can see, and I guess it's also kind of useful for an RGB picker. You know, like if you kind of want to know what color it is. I know on W3 schools they have one of those. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And yeah, so those are the 3 tags that I'm going to talk about today. The next video, we're going to be talking about how to use these tags, and we're going to be creating a pretty cool input form that is going to attach to my website, so you guys can check it all out. Thank you guys for watching this video. Peace.